closing now, and now that I'm searching, well, it's
all right, welcome back to the
that
link,
I'm
everybody.
seeing.
Friday, we got about 29 minutes until the end of the show, but as we were mentioning before the commercial break, we have two very good friends of ours on the program celebrating equality, diversity, inclusivity, and what makes Guam such a wonderful place. It's a family environment, and we said we welcome back to the show once again Roquin Siongco from the Gumagela organization. Roquin, half a day to you again.
Buenas and half a day.
All right,
Excited to be here.
we were talking during the commercial break. We're both from Jigo, so neighbors to a certain degree. You're from Back Road, I'm from Ipapao State, so not exactly a hiking distance. I mean, that would be a very, very long walk, but good to meet another person from 653. And of course, Glenn Lujan is here. And Glenn, I want to say congratulations to you to be part of that wonderful panel that's going to happen on June 21st.
Yes.
The Honorable Chief Judge Francis Gatewood is going to be presiding over. Just the fact that you've got a voice and you've now taken whether you've planned this over the last 15 months, a leadership position. And being an educator, as is your profession and everything, but really speaking and helping out people, for the LGBT community. It's wonderful to have you here.
Yes. Thank you, Jason, Chris, Sabrina.
Okay, and we were also talking, because it is Pride Month, and Glenn was kind of saying, I did not want to spill the tea. I did not want to say you guys had your big soiree last night. Let's call it, right? But would you say it's kind of like between your two organizations with Roquin with Gumagela and Glenn with the is it Sisters of the Moon, right?
Sisters of the Moonlight.
Oh,
yeah.
the Moonlight. That's right. Yeah, the Sisters of the Moonlight. How is the understanding and kind of the mindset of this multi-generational aspect of the LGBT community on Guam?
I think it's awesome because we're learning a lot from our younger LGBTQ plus individuals, and a lot has changed over the years, and even within myself, we have members in our house and the Sisters of the Moonlight who have they've paved the way for all of us. So it's just all about learning, and meeting up with each other and getting to know one another, and and it's all about learning and growing, and joining forces and standing up and celebrate all things Pride, not just in the month of June, but living Pride every day.
And Roquin, you and Glenn actually, you said you guys had the privilege of meeting each other in person for the first time last night, right?
Yes, actually. Last year, with COVID and everything, it was, as you guys all knew, that our group, the Sisters of the Moonlight and the House of Diosa, together with some of our friends at the Guam Coalition, we were at a rosary or something, and we were like, Pride is going to end, and what's going on? So just by word of mouth and our network, social media network, we did a motorcade, and I mean, at the last minute, it was pretty successful. And I remember meeting Roquin's group, Gumagela, and I was like, who's that? And I'm like, and we saw these young individuals, and they're all in their cultural wear, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. But I'm like, who are these guys? So,
Lana, they know who's that over there?
I know. I'm like, man, he's prettier than us. But anyway, we saw them. They participated in the in the motorcade. But then of course the pandemic hit us. We all had to kind of batten down the hatches and stay home. So now we're all working. I've met RJ again, and we in the planning committee for the entire Pride activity. So it was nice to finally meet him last night in person at Icon for the beginning of all the shows and stuff from the House of Diosa.
Yeah, and Glenn, we're so happy to have you talk about something else. I mean, because so much of people know you as someone over the last year. You educate the youth of Guam. You're a teacher. You pray the rosary, and you kill snakes. And obviously, there are many other sides to you, and they're
yeah, and you can tell I don't have the Pride flag behind me, but at my house, look, I have the crucifix. So we all need Jesus.
Right on.
Well, let's go to Roquin now and ask you, Roquin, what are some of your thoughts on this opportunity to exchange ideas and interact and celebrate Pride?
Yeah, no, thank you for the opportunity to share. So Gumagela actually started stateside when I was staying over in Washington State, in particular the city of Seattle. It really was just a group of friends, very similar to, the sisters, very similar to the House of Dios, right? It's just a group of friends that wanted to do something bigger than themselves and give back to the community, right? So it started out there, and then I actually relocated just at the beginning of the pandemic as it was starting. And for myself as a co-founder, it was how do we continue that growth? How do we continue that momentum, here? Because honestly, it was just luck that have it in Seattle. It was a bunch of family, it was a bunch of friends, it was a bunch of queer folks that also just so happened to be creatives. And we were like, hey, let's, share resources, let's create our own opportunities, right? And just wanting to bring that home. And so, yeah, the motorcade was actually the first time I think Gumagela, it's just me and a handful of friends, we just stepped out and we are like, oh, we got to dress for the occasion, right? And so it's just any excuse to be do this, we're going to take it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And so, guys, what do your both of your groups have planned, for June in the month of Pride? Because, as we do celebrate, inclusivity, it's about everybody being able to celebrate and learn from each other, and love each other. So, when do you guys have like a schedule of events, or do you guys have like activities planned?
Yeah, so Gumagela, we have a series of Zoom story shares that's going to be happening every Sunday. So every Sunday at 11 in our bio on Instagram at Gumagela, GUMA_GELA. You can click on the form and register for their story shares and just get to listen from folks within our community. We'll have topics around like family parenting, coming out, coming to stories, and also like just listening to folks about their dreams and their aspirations. Because so often than not, I think narratives can kind of tend to be like very somber sometimes. So we're really trying to remember that there are so many miracles happening each day, and a lot of unsurprising moments. People can really surprise you with how great they can really be, from the mundane to the big milestones.
Absolutely.
And then at the last weekend, we're actually working with SKC, and we're going to have on an exhibit featuring pieces from Gumagela, featuring pieces from the community, as well as having an interactive exhibit that will grow with the space as people come through.
And as for the current moment, Glenn, I know you put it in comments, and that's why we wanted to get you on, because there's a Pride Wave today in Tamuning, correct?
Yeah, in conjunction with the Lieutenant Governor and Lasia Casil and East Guam, they have some events and stuff with their organizations. But with the Sisters of the Moonlight, like I said, we're more of grassroots kind of, or a group, and we just go with the flow, and wherever the events are, we'll help promote it and show our presence. And yeah, there's going to be a Pride Wave today, beginning at 5:00 at the ITC intersection. Of course, follow all the social distancing rules, wear your mask, and bring out your signs, come out in your full battle armor, dress to celebrate Pride, and your families are welcome to come out and wave and celebrate Pride.
Is there a theme for this afternoon's festivities, Glenn? Because I like how you phrase that, battle armor and everything like that. But even
that I gotta see.
Yeah, even Roquin said Gumagela is about like creativity and expressionism.
Yeah.
And, just being who you really are.
Roquin, do you have like a woven suit of armor?
I'm not sure, but under the theme of Pride, acceptance and equality for all, all walks of life. I mean, that's the main gist, so everybody come on out, and you'll see us there, and you'll see all the other partners and organizations. Gala will be there, Lasia's group will be there. So, on speaking on behalf and promoting it, maybe you will see the Lieutenant Governor there too.
All right, guys. Well, we do have to let you go, because Sabrina's admittedly getting jealous. She just wrote me a note because she wants to be princessa. So
bring your crown, girl.
Bring your crown. Roquin, thanks for coming on. And as we get deeper into Pride Month, if you guys have anything, maybe when you're going to do that thing with the SKC, you can jump back on. But I just really wanted to get you guys on. And I what I admire about your group is how you guys fold in a lot of the cultural practices at Gumagela, Roquin. So that's really cool.
I know, Ashley, for having us, and again, anytime.
Right on. Glenn, my friend, just quickly before you go, I wanted to kind of turn people on to this podcast that we're partnering up with for the KUAM Podcast Network. Hofadedza, and I know that we've got a couple episodes done, but really excited about this. Don't give away too much.
Yeah, so I'm working with one of our friends. His name is Joshua San Augustine, and he actually belongs to the House of Diosa. He's the brother of Kelly, who manages the girls and stuff. So he's kind of known as he's the in between the two houses, if you'd say. So we're working on something, and promoting, all things LGBTQ, and just creating awareness, understanding, and sharing experiences and stories. And stay tuned.
There you go. Perfect. What a great tease. Roquin, my friend, we'll see you later on in the month.
That's it.
Yeah, we'd love to see you. Happy Pride, guys.
Happy Pride.
Viva Pride.
Viva Pride.
Viva.
There you go. Glenn and Roquin. Really cool. The generationally. 9:41. It's Friday, June 4th. The show
Sounded like that was a pretty rocking party last night at Icon, too.
Right, it does, yeah. I bet Roquin's cooking his itchy bang now.